It happened faster than anyone expected, not with a bang, but with a quiet hum in the background of our lives. We were all watching for flying cars, robot butlers, the kind of science fiction we grew up with. But we missed the real revolution. It wasn't loud, it was silent, it was subtle. Artificial intelligence, or AI, hasn't just arrived, it has woven itself into the very fabric of our society. It's in our homes, our cars, and our hospitals. You might not see it, but you are using it every single day, often without even realizing it. The world of 2025 is not the world of 2020. The change is profound, and it is permanent. Think about your morning. You woke up, and your smart thermostat had already adjusted the temperature based on your sleep patterns. Your phone suggested a news article it knew you would find interesting. The traffic app on your dashboard rerouted you around a crash that hadn't even been reported on the radio yet. None of this is magic. It is all powered by complex computer programs that learn, predict, and act. But their integration has been so seamless, so gradual, that most of us never stop to notice the sheer scale of this transformation. This is a story about today, September 4th, 2025. Your daily drive to work feels the same as it always has. You get in your car, you turn on the radio, and you navigate the familiar streets. But something profound has changed. You are no longer just a driver, you are a data point in a vast, intelligent network. The traffic lights you approach are no longer on simple timers, they are controlled by a city-wide AI that analyzes traffic flow in real time. It sees a backup forming 3 blocks away, and adjusts the timing of your light to ease the congestion before it even becomes a problem. This intelligent traffic management is not just in major cities like New York or Los Angeles anymore, it is being rolled out in mid-sized towns across the country. The AI communicates with your car's navigation system, and with the systems of thousands of other cars around you. It knows where everyone is going. It can predict where a slowdown is likely to occur in the next 15 minutes, and proactively reroute hundreds of drivers onto less congested streets. The system works by using countless sensors. Cameras on street corners, sensors embedded in the asphalt, and anonymous location data from smartphones and cars all feed into a central AI brain. This brain doesn't just see cars. It sees a complex dynamic system. It learns that on rainy Tuesdays the bridge gets backed up earlier. It learns that when a big game lets out, a certain highway exit needs to be prioritized. It is a silent, invisible hand guiding the flow of millions of people every single day. But there is a side to this that might give you pause. For the system to work so well, it needs to know where you are. The data is anonymized, the experts assure us, but the system is still watching. Your mundane commute has become an extraordinary example of AI's power and its potential pitfalls. Imagine waking up with a strange rash on your arm. A few years ago, this meant calling your doctor's office, waiting on hold, and hoping for an appointment sometime next week. Today, in 2025, the process is radically different. You open an app on your phone, take a picture of the rash, and answer a few questions typed out by a friendly chatbot. The chatbot is actually a sophisticated AI. It analyzes your answers, your age, and your medical history. It compares the image of your rash against a database of millions of dermatological images. Within seconds, the AI gives you a preliminary diagnosis. It tells you there is a 95% probability that it is a common allergic reaction. It suggests an over-the-counter cream and provides a digital coupon for it at your local pharmacy. It also flags your case for a human doctor to review. An hour later, you get a notification. A doctor has confirmed the AI's diagnosis and sent a message asking you to follow up if it doesn't improve in 2 days. You have just received a medical consultation, a diagnosis, and a treatment plan without ever leaving your living room. This is not a futuristic pilot program, it is a standard service offered by major health insurance providers. This technology is called Diagnostic AI. It is designed to handle common, low-risk medical issues, freeing up human doctors to focus on more complex cases. The AI's ability to analyze medical images, from skin conditions to X-rays and MRI scans, is now often more accurate than that of the human eye. It can spot tiny anomalies, subtle patterns that a radiologist might overlook at the end of a long shift. Hospitals across America are now using AI as a second pair of eyes, a safety net to catch potential errors in reading scans. It is saving lives by detecting cancers and other diseases earlier than ever before. The shock here is the speed and scale of adoption. What was once a tool for top research hospitals is now in an app on your phone. The convenience is undeniable, but it also changes our relationship with medicine. We are learning to trust an algorithm with our health. The AI can offer a diagnosis, but it cannot offer a comforting bedside manner. It can analyze data, but can it understand the anxiety of a patient? As we rely more on these incredibly powerful tools, we are navigating a new frontier in healthcare, one where the line between human care and machine analysis is becoming increasingly blurred. The weekly trip to the grocery store has become an almost surreal experience. You grab a shopping cart, but it's not just a simple metal basket anymore. As you touch the handle, a small screen on the front flickers to life and greets you by name. It is connected to your store loyalty account. As you walk down the first aisle, the screen displays a message. Good morning? Looks like you're out of your favorite almond milk. It's on sale today, in aisle 4. You hadn't even made a shopping list, but the cart already knows what you need. This is the new reality of retail in 2025, powered by predictive AI. This smart cart doesn't just know your purchase history, it knows much more. It knows you bought avocados and tortilla chips last week, so it suggests you might want to buy salsa this week. It uses data from thousands of other shoppers to make these connections. As you place an item in your cart, sensors weigh it and add it to your virtual bill. The screen shows you a running total, so there are no surprises at the checkout. In fact, there is no checkout. You simply walk out of the store through a designated gate, and your account is automatically charged. The technology behind this is a fusion of AI, sensors, and massive data analysis. The store's AI system has analyzed your past purchases, the time of day you usually shop, and even how long you linger in certain aisles. It builds a complex profile of your habits and preferences. This level of personalization is designed to make shopping more convenient and to increase sales. The store is not just selling you groceries, it is selling you a perfectly tailored shopping experience. But it comes at a cost to privacy. The store's AI knows your dietary habits, your budget, and your routines. It can predict when you are about to start a new diet or plan a party. This information is incredibly valuable to marketers and advertisers. You're getting a helpful suggestion for what to make for dinner, but the grocery store is getting an unprecedented look into the details of your life. The simple act of buying food has become a sophisticated data-gathering operation. So, you decide to eat out tonight. You head over to a popular new restaurant that, well, everyone seems to be talking about these days. You glance at the menu and honestly, it looks super creative and pretty delicious, but here's the thing. What you don't realize is that this menu wasn't just designed by a human chef. Nope, it was actually co-created with an AI. The restaurant chain uses a pretty sophisticated system that analyzes food trends from social media, supply chain data, and local customer feedback. The AI sifts through millions of data points to figure out which flavor combinations are most likely to be a hit in your specific neighborhood. Data shows a rising interest in Korean-inspired flavors in your zip code. Also, the cost of Brussels sprouts is down 20% this week. We predict a gochujang glazed crispy Brussels sprouts appetizer would have a 78% success rate. The AI can even suggest a price point that, maximizes both profit and customer satisfaction. The chef then uses their own creativity and expertise to perfect the recipe, but the initial idea, that came from a machine. This sort of thing is happening in chain restaurants, and honestly even some high-end eateries all across the country. This AI-driven culinary creativity even extends to the fast food industry. When you pull up to a drive-thru, the voice that takes your order might not actually be a person. More often than not, it's a voice AI trained to understand different accents and slang. It never gets your order wrong, and it can upsell with perfect timing. Would you like to try our new spicy mango shake? It's very popular today, it might ask. The AI knows it's popular because it's tracking sales in real time across thousands of locations. It's a perfectly efficient, data-driven sales pitch delivered by a friendly, disembodied voice. The real shock here is that creativity, something we always thought was uniquely human, is now being outsourced to algorithms. We tend to think of a chef's menu as a work of art, an expression of their personal vision. But in a lot of modern restaurants, it's actually a product of cold, hard data analysis. The AI can discover surprising connections between ingredients that a human chef might never have considered. The result can be, well, both delicious and innovative, but it also changes the nature of cooking itself. The meal you're enjoying isn't just the product of a chef's passion, it's also the result of a machine's calculation of what you're most likely to want to eat. Your home is your sanctuary, your private space, but in 2025 it is also protected by an invisible, intelligent guardian. Modern home security systems have moved far beyond simple alarms and motion detectors. They are now powered by AI that can see, hear, and understand the environment of your home. The camera on your doorbell doesn't just show you who is there. It uses facial recognition to identify familiar faces. It can tell the difference between your mail carrier, your child coming home from school, and a complete stranger. It can even detect the difference between a person, a passing car, and a stray cat. This AI guardian is always learning. It learns the normal rhythm of your home. This baseline of normal activity allows it to spot true anomalies. If someone is walking around the perimeter of your house at 3 a.m., the AI flags it as suspicious behavior. It might turn on the floodlights, play a recorded warning message, and send an alert to your phone with a live video feed. It doesn't bother you with false alarms caused by a plastic bag blowing across the lawn. The system's intelligence extends beyond just security. It can listen for specific sounds inside your home. It can recognize the beep of a smoke detector and immediately alert you and the fire department even if you are not home. Some advanced systems can even detect the sound of breaking glass or a baby crying. This ambient listening capability turns your entire home into a smart environment. It is a constant, vigilant presence, always watching and listening to keep you safe. It provides a level of security and peace of mind that was previously unimaginable. But the idea of a machine constantly listening inside your private home is unsettling to many. The companies that make these systems have strict privacy policies, they say. The AI processes the sounds locally on the device and only sends an alert when it detects a specific trigger sound, but the microphone is always on. We are inviting an intelligent listening device into the most private spaces of our lives. We have traded a measure of our privacy for an enhanced sense of security. This silent guardian is incredibly effective, but its constant presence is a stark reminder of how deeply AI has penetrated our personal world. You settle onto your couch after a long day, ready to watch something. You reach for the remote and turn on the TV. The home screen is not a generic grid. It is a deeply personalized portal made by a recommendation AI. It knows you watched a documentary about ancient Rome last week. It knows you like movies with a strong female lead. Its top recommendation is a new historical drama about a Roman empress. It plays a custom trailer edited by another AI, spotlighting the actors and plot points you like. This level of personalization is now standard across major streaming services. The AI analyzes not just what you watched, but how you watched it. You binge-watched 3 episodes in one night. You abandoned a series after 20 minutes. All of that becomes data for a profile. The AI builds a complex psychological profile of your tastes and mood. It often knows what you want before you do. Studios and networks now use AI to analyze scripts. AI predicts box office potential by comparing thousands of films. It flags plot holes and suggests cuts to make characters more likable. Some studios use AI to generate new show and movie ideas. Writers and machines are collaborating in the creative process. Your viewing habits are shaping what Hollywood makes next. Millions of viewers' data steer the next generation of blockbusters and hits. The system creates a feedback loop, giving you more of what you already like. That makes movie nights satisfying. But it raises concerns. Are we sliding into cultural echo chambers, only seeing things that confirm our tastes? The AI that just wants to entertain you is quietly shaping the future of culture itself. The American classroom of 2025 looks different, but the biggest change is not the technology you can see. It is the AI that acts as a personalized tutor for every single student. When a third grader is learning math, they are no longer just working from a static textbook. They are using a tablet with an adaptive learning program. The AI assesses the student's answers in real time. If the student is struggling with multiplication, extra practice problems, a video tutorial, or a simplified explanation appear. It will not let them move on to division until they have mastered the previous concept. Meanwhile, for the student who is excelling, more challenging problems and advanced topics ensure that gifted students are not bored. The teacher is no longer just a lecturer at the front of the room, they are a facilitator, a coach. They have a dashboard that shows them exactly which students are struggling and with which specific concepts. The AI flags a student who needs one-on-one human intervention. This AI-powered education is not limited to math. Reading, science, foreign language instruction, and writing all benefit. AI programs can listen to a student practice speaking Spanish and provide immediate feedback. They can analyze a student's essay and suggest improvements. This provides instant, individualized feedback that would be impossible for a single teacher to give to 30 students at once. The goal is to create a learning path that is unique to each child's pace and style. The surprising truth is that this technology is leveling the playing field. The AI tutor is patient, available 24/7, never gets frustrated. However, this shift also raises important questions about the role of teachers and the nature of learning. Is education just about mastering concepts, or is it also about social interaction, curiosity, and human connection? We are giving our children an incredibly powerful learning tool, but we must ensure we are still teaching them how to be creative, critical thinkers in a world increasingly shaped by machines. As we've seen, artificial intelligence is no longer a far-off dream. It is here now, in 2025. It is the invisible engine of our daily lives. It guides our cars through congested cities, offers us medical advice from our living rooms, helps us choose what to eat for dinner, guards our homes, entertains us with personalized content, tutors our children. Each of these applications was designed to make our lives safer, more convenient, and more efficient, and in many ways, they have succeeded. The world of today is a world of quiet, seamless, algorithmic assistance. The speed of this revolution has been breathtaking. Just 5 years ago, many of these technologies were experimental or limited to a small group of users. Today they are mainstream. We have adopted them into the most intimate parts of our lives with remarkable speed. We have placed our trust in these complex systems, often without fully understanding how they work, or what we are giving up in return. We have traded slices of our privacy for personalized services. We have allowed algorithms to influence our choices, from the mundane to the critical. This is the new social contract of the 21st century. The question now is not whether AI will be a part of our future, but how we will choose to live with it. The road ahead is full of both incredible promise and significant challenges. We must have a serious conversation about data privacy and algorithmic bias. We need to ensure that these systems are fair, transparent, and accountable.